This is a brief introduction to a pre-flight of the iPad. Generally speaking, when we get the iPad, we'll wake it up from a cold state, but in this case we're waking it from just a sleeping state. First thing you want to do is check your battery charge. I see right now that it's pretty low, but it is charging because I can see by the lightning bolt. And then slide to unlock. Get to the landing page, and the next thing I want to do is reduce the parasitic consumption. Double tap the home button and I see that there's a lot of programs running in the background. Go ahead and I select one of the icons until they shake. It's almost like they're afraid you're going to turn them off. And then I go ahead and I touch the little red dots to power down the parasitic applications that I don't need running in the background. The next step is the setting. So a few things that are important to me. Airplane mode right now needs to be off, so I have my Wi-Fi running. And in the case of the iPad 2, I'll have a 3G. This allows me to update the iPad. I want my location services on. There are certain programs that we'll have on the iPad like Weather Radar or My Weather Radar, and it's very helpful to have the location services on because the iPad's able to orient itself to where you're at and then put you on the chart when you're on the ground and you can see where you are relative to the weather. Brightness and wallpaper. I usually leave the auto brightness off because it will acclimate to the ambient environment, and in a dim cockpit this is very bright. It's a nuisance. If I want to lower it, I just grab the slider bar. Of course, it's been pushing it all day, and now there we go. It won't move. And I just adjust to whatever light that I want. On the general page, the areas of importance are auto lock. If I have it on 2 minutes, you'll see it here. We want it to say never. It should always say never. Passcode lock. I'll show you real quick. Passcode lock shows up here. We don't want a passcode. It's part of our GOM. So I want this to show off. It's kind of reverse engineering. It says turn passcode on. That means that it's off. Simple passcode should be off. Hit the back button to get back to the general menu. Restrictions, I don't want any. So it's off. That's good. Lock rotation's been chosen. If at night your eyes are tired, click on accessibility. I always choose large text because it's just easy to read. You can go to gigantic. I usually choose 40 point. Battery percentage you want on so you can see what the battery's doing. Date and time. I like the 24-hour clock. The time zone, right now it's Chicago, but you can change your time zone to wherever it is you're going to be flying. Set date and time. I just leave it alone, let the iPad do its work. Prior to departure, you want to select the airplane mode on. And what that does is it shuts down any EMI transmissions. You see the Wi-Fi right now is reading off. For the pre-flighting purposes, I leave it on for now. I go to my Jeppesen. Select the icon. Get to the landing page. And I check to make sure that there's no updates. We went through this in a previous thing, but you can see that you have the terminal chart cycle. You can see when the next revision dates are. You can see that your charts are current. And you can see that I've checked off and updated the manuals. If I come over to here, sorry, hit done. If I come over to here, see I have a general Jeppesen manual. that I can open up in Goodreader. I'm not right now. I have North American. I could open up in Goodreader and review it if I needed specific information from it. Any notices will be showing here. Dallas change notices. The Trinity 6. It knows because I have it in the origin. It's smart enough to go look up any change notices and tell me. That right there is the basic Preflight for the iPad.